Measure of dispersion. Type 1 table. Given the table is about the number of cocks. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 cocks. Okay, the frequency is here. Now you need to find the mean. For mean and standard deviation, you can use calculator, Momo4. So it is group the data. So when you input the data is 1 shift comma 10 and then amperes, 2 shift comma 13 amperes, 3 shift comma 9 amperes, and finally 4 shift 7 amperes. And then you press shift to 1 to calculate the mean. The mean is 2.33. And for the standard deviation, shift to 2, so you can get 1.05. Next, we'll find mole. For mole is the highest frequency. So you see, 2 appears 13 times, so that means 2 is the mole. And for the range, we'll use the maximum minus the minimum. So for maximum, 4. Minimum, 1. So 4 minus 1, it is 3. Next is about the median. For median, you need to find the total frequency first. So the total frequency, you just add. Okay, so you can get 39. So 39 plus 1 divided by 2, so it is 20. So that means the median is on 20th data. So 20th data, so you can see starting from here 1 to 10 is here, 11 to 10 plus 13 now, 10 plus 13, so 23. Okay, so you see 20, so that means it is here. So the median is 2. Okay. Next, the interquartile range. Because the median is on the 20th data. Okay, so that means there are 1 to 19 here, 21 until 39. So the median is here. So that means it remains 19 and 19 data. Okay, and then we'll find the median for each group. So 19 plus 1 divided by 2, so it is 10. That means the 10th data. The 10th data is the upper and lower quartile. So we see the upper quartile first. It is 7. Okay, from 1 to 7 here. 8 to 7 plus 9, so it is 16. So 10th, okay, it should be here. So that means 3 is the upper quartile. Next, the lower quartile. The lower quartile is also the 10th data. Or this time, the 10th data is here. So that means 1. So IQR, interquartile range, we use 3 minus 1. So we can get 2. Next is about the box and whisker diagram. So we can see the maximum is 90, minimum is 23, X is the upper quartile, 42 lower quartile, and 50X is the median. Okay, we know in the interquartile range is 33, and then find X. So interquartile range, we use the upper quartile minus the lower quartile. So that means X minus 42 equal to 33. So X is equal to 33 plus 42. So it is equal to 75. Next, the range. For the range, we need to use the maximum minus the minimum. So maximum 90, the minimum 23. So it is 67. Okay, now remember, sometimes the question with units are, if it is units, then you need to give the units. Otherwise, just the number. Next is about stem and leaf diagram. Now, left-hand side is the stem, right-hand side is the leaf. Okay, now there are 10 data. Given that the range are 35, so found A. Now, for range, we'll use the maximum. So maximum is 50 plus A. Okay, 50 plus A. Okay, minus the minimum 21 equal to 35. Okay, so that means A is equal to 35 plus 21 minus 50. So we can get 6. So this one is X. A is 6. Okay, next we need to find mean, mode, median, IQR, and then standard deviation. So for mean and SDR, you can use calculator, mode 4. Okay, but before, if you have some data inside, remember you need to clear data by pressing Shift 91 EXE. Shift 91 EXE to clear the previous data. Okay, after clear all the data, then you can press 21, 23, okay, and then n plus and then finally 56 until 56 n plus. Then shift to 1, then you can get the mean. The mean is 37.6. For standard deviation is 10.1. 10.1. Okay, mole. Mole highest frequency, so you can see 42 appear 2 times. So you see, so 42 is the mole. Okay, next up, median. For median, that means middle. So there are 10 data here, so 10 plus 1 divided by 2. So that means it is 5.5. That means between 5 and 6. Okay, 5 and 6, between 5 and 6. So let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So that means it's here. Or between two numbers. So it is 37 plus 40. Okay, divided by 2. Okay, so we can get 38.5. Okay. Okay, next interquartile range. Now for interquartile range, the median is cut here. So then there are 5 data and another 5 data. Okay, in front of the median and after the median. So there are 5 data. So 5 plus 1 divided by 2. That means the third data. Okay, third data is the upper and lower quartile. So upper quartile first. So 1, 2, 3. So 42 is the upper quartile. Okay, for the lower quartile, 1, 2, 3, 32. So 42 minus 32, so it is 10. So the interquartile range is 10. Next chapter is about standard score. Standard score will use the datum minus mean over the standard deviation. Is mean. And for the standard score, actually is to test the datum. Okay, it is above the FH. Okay, or not. Okay, so if the answer of standard score is positive, that means it is above FH. Okay, if the answer of standard score is a negative number, then it is below FH. Okay, if it's 0, actually it is FH. Okay, FH. Okay, now let's see an example. Now, Peter's score 70. Okay, his score is 70, and the whole class standard deviation is 10, and the standard score for Peter is 1.1. Okay, it is Peter. Okay, Peter's standard score. Okay, and Mary standard score is negative 0.5. Now you need to find the Mary. Okay, the score of Mary. Okay, now in this question we don't have mean, so we need to find mean first by using Peter's score SD and then his standard score. Okay, now his score is 70 minus mean. Mean we don't know, and SD is 10, equal to 1.1 standard score. So multiply the right hand side become time, so it become 11. So finally, mean is equal to 70 minus 11, so we can get 59. Okay, next up. Okay, now we know the mean for the class, and we know the SD, and we know Mary's standard score, so we can form an equation. Okay, now for example, we let M, okay, be Mary's score. Okay, so M minus mean is 59 over standard deviation 10 equal to negative 0.5. Now you can see for the answer of standard score for Mary is negative. That means it is below average. That means it should be less than the mean, 59. Okay, so M minus 59 equal to, multiply again. Okay, so we can get negative 5. So finally, 59 minus 5. So we can get 54. Okay, that means Mary's score 54. Okay. Okay, next section is about the equation of circles. Okay, for center, the circle center is HK. So there's a circle. Okay, center is HK. Okay, and then the radius R. Okay, now we have two forms, okay, to represent the equation of circles. Okay, one is called the standard form. Okay, x minus h square plus y minus k square equal to the radius square. Okay, it looks like the distance formula. Okay, sometimes the question need you to express in general form. Now for general form, that means we need to expand the standard form. That means square, then x minus h times x minus h. Okay, and then continue to expand it. And then the format is like this. X squared plus y squared plus dx plus ey plus f equal to 0. So remember, the coefficient of x squared and y squared, okay, should be 1. That means like this. Okay, and dx ey plus f equals 0. There are two formats. Okay, sometimes from the question given is the general form, given is this, and you need to find the center. Okay, center is hk. Okay, you can use a negative d over 2 like this, and then negative e over 2. Okay, for k. Okay, the center. Okay, for radius, after we calculate the center, then this one and this one, so that means hk. So we can use h square plus k square minus f. Okay, f minus f. Okay, when you press the calculator, don't press the square root. Okay, press the number inside first. Okay, and then finally take square root. Okay, so let's see an example. Okay, given is the center and then the radius 4. Now you need to use general form to express it. Okay, but at the beginning you need to use standard form, calculate first. So x minus 2 square, and then y minus negative 5. Y minus negative 5 square equal to 4 square. Okay, so it is x minus 2 square plus y, negative become positive 5, 16. Okay, then we expand it. Okay, so that means x minus 2 times x minus 2, and then y plus 5 plus times y plus 5. Okay, minus 16 equal to 0. Equal to 0. So finally, okay, you expand it. Okay, finally, you can get there's some steps. Okay, x square and then y square minus 4x and then plus 10y, and then finally the number is 13 equal to 0. Okay, general form. Okay, another example. Given is the equation of circle. But now you need to find the center, radius, and also you need to see 1.12. It is inside, outside, or on the circle. Okay, now first we look at the equation of circle. Now for this circle, as I said, okay, x squared and then y squared, the coefficients should be 1. You see they are 3, so that means we need to divide by 3 to whole equations. Whole equation. So for the first one, divide by 3, so we can get x squared. This one divide by 3, y squared. 18 divided by 3, it is 6x. Okay, and then 24 divided by 3, okay, it is 8. And then finally 8 divided by 3, okay, it can't be divided, so I use fraction to represent. Okay, next up we need to find the center. Okay, center. Okay, so negative this one so negative 6 over 2. Okay, and then negative this one negative x over 2. Okay, so we can get negative 3 and positive 4. Okay, next up now we need to find the radius. Okay, radius. Okay, for the radius, okay, we use this one, so negative 3 square plus 4 square minus f negative 8 over 3. Okay, and then take square roots. Okay, now remember you need to place the calculator, okay, inside bracket first. Okay, and then you can find that it is 83 over 3 square roots. Now for this one actually it can't take square root, so you can use square root to represent it. Actually this one is around 5.26. Okay, so if you use root form, then you can use this answer. Okay, decimal is here. Okay, so root form is better because it's accurate. Okay, next up. Okay, now we need to see a point. Is this point on the circle, inside the circle, or outside the circle? We need to compare with the center to see it is longer, shorter, or equal to the radius. So let's see the distance. Okay, we see the distance. Okay, between this point and this point. Okay, the center. Okay, center and then this point 1, 2. Okay, now for the distance. So distance formula, we use negative 3 minus 1 square, and then 4 minus 2 square. Take square roots. So we can get 4 square plus 2 square. Take square roots. Okay, now you can pass the number inside bracket first. So like it is root 20. Root 20, that means it is equal to 4 point something. Okay, 4 point something. So it is less than the radius, less than 5.26. So that means it is okay, is inside the circle. Next section is about the intersection of straight line and circle. The equation of straight line is mx plus c, y equal to mx plus c. M is the slope, c is the y-intercept, and the circle, okay, is here. Okay, now you can look at page 10 in the notes. Okay, actually, for finding the intersection, okay, for finding the intersection between the circle and the straight line, we use the simultaneous equation. But for this simultaneous equation, because not both are linear, so you can't use program 1, then we said it before. Okay, now we need to do the substitution. So then we make one variable become a subject, x or y. Okay, become subject, and then substitute. Okay, for example, this case, y it become a subject, so substitute y. So you substitute two parts. Okay, one is here, and another one is here. Okay, and then we can find the coordinate. Okay, now there are three cases. After substitution, we can get this one. Okay, for this one, we will check the delta. We have three cases. Okay, now if there are two intersections, okay, like this. Okay, delta should be greater than 0. Okay, if touching one point, or we call one intersection a touch, so delta is equal to 0. Okay, and for delta less than 0, that means you see no intersection. Okay, no intersection. Okay, so now remember delta is b squared minus 4ac. Okay. Okay, next let's see some example. Okay, now for example 1a, okay, we have the simultaneous equation like this. Okay, now this one is circle, this one is straight line. Okay, now you see y already is a subject, so we substitute. Okay, y equal to x minus 1 to here. Okay, so it becomes x minus 1 squared. Okay, and then x minus 1 times x minus 1, then expand it. Okay, and then we can get this one. Okay, now for this, actually, you can use formula 1 because it's quadratic. So that means 2, -6, and c is 0. Okay, now you can skip this one. Then you can get x is 0 and or 3. Okay, there are two answers. Okay, now for each answer, we need to calculate the y. Okay, now when x is 0, y is equal to 0 minus 1, so we can get -1. So one point is 0 and -1. Okay, 0 and -1. And for another point, when x is 3, okay, when x is 3, then 3 minus 1 here, so we can get 2. So we can get another point. So there are two intersections. Okay, now let's see question B. Question B. Okay, now for question B, we have two equations, straight line and then the equation of circle. Okay, now let's change one of the subject to become a subject. Okay, so for example, we use this time I use x become a subject. Okay, so x will become -1 become plus to the right hand side, and y positive y move to the right hand side become minus. Okay, 1 minus y. Okay, and then we substitute to the fourth equation. Okay, so x is 1 minus y. Y squared just copy. So -6 times x, 1 minus y, minus 4y plus 5 equal to 0. Now you can also use y become a subject to do it. Okay, you can get the same answer. Okay, then we expand it. Okay, so after expansion, we can get this one. -6 plus 6y minus 4y plus 5 equal to 0. Okay, and then we put it in descending order and then simplify. So y squared. So 2y squared. Okay, and then the y term. Okay, -2y plus 6y minus 4y. So no y term becomes 0. Okay, and then finally the number 1 minus 6 plus 5. 0 again. So that means it is equal to 0. Okay, if 2 square equals 0, actually y is 0. Now you can also use formula 1. That means 2, 0, 0. Okay, you can get 0. So when this time just only one y, that means one intersection only for this these two equations. So when y is 0, so we substitute back to here. So we can get x equal to 1 minus 0, so we can get 1. Okay, so the intersection now, okay, it is 1 and 0. Okay? Okay, page 11 now. Let's see example 2. Okay, for this question it is to determine the number of intersections between the straight line and circle. Okay, without finding the coordinate, okay, just find the number of intersections. So we will use delta to check. Okay, let's see question A. Okay, straight line here. Okay, wow, good luck this time. Y become a subject. So then we can directly substitute to the equation of circle, equation 2. So 3x minus 2, this one. Okay, square. Okay, minus 6x minus 2 times y is 3x minus 2 equal to 0. Okay, then we expand it. So it becomes x squared plus 9x squared minus 12x plus 4 minus 6x minus 6x plus 4 equal to 0. So we can get x squared term, it becomes 10x squared. Okay, and then for the x term, so it is negative 24x. Okay, and finally the constant term 4 plus 4, so it is equal to 8 equal to 0. Okay, after that, because for this question not finding the coordinate, so we use a delta to check the number of intersections. So b squared minus 4 times a times c. Okay, so 24 squared minus 4 times 10 times 8, we can get 256. This one you can see it is greater than 0. So that means there are 2 intersections. Okay. Okay, next question B. Question B, straight line, equation of circle. For this you can x and y is not the subject, so you need to move it. So if we move y to right hand side, so it become positive. So it become y equal to x plus 2. Okay, so y subject. So we can substitute to here. Okay, substitute here. Okay, so x squared plus, okay, this one, y squared. Okay, and then minus 4x plus 10 times y minus 5 equal to 0. Okay, same we need to simplify. So x squared plus, okay, we expand it. I skip the steps. Okay, 4x plus 4 minus 4x plus 10x plus 20 minus 5 equal to 0. So x squared term, x 2x squared, and for the x term, 4x minus 4x, so 0. So 10x for this one, and then finally the number, okay, 4 plus 20 minus 5, you can get 19. Then check delta. Okay, b squared minus 4 times a times c. Okay, so we can get negative 52, or less than 0. So that means there are no intersections. Okay, does not intersect. Question 3. For this question, the equation of straight line is given. But for the equation of circle, there's unknown m. Okay, for this case, ladies. Okay, from the question, you need to find the range of values of m. Now, if the question say that is the range of value of m, actually it gives you the hint. It is about the inequality. Okay, inequality. Now, if the question say, okay, find the value of m, so it should be equal. Okay, so it should be inequality for the range of the value of m. Okay. Now for this straight line is intercept okay, this circle. Now actually from the question we don't know how many points okay, for the intersection. Okay, just intercept. So we can consider there are 2 or okay 1 point. Okay, so for this one okay, if 2, so it's greater than 0 for delta. For this one, delta is equal to 0. So if we combine intercept, so we combine greater and equal, so it becomes greater or equal to 0 okay, for the intercept okay, we don't know how many we don't know how many. Okay, so read the question carefully in the UT. Okay, so if the question say it touch 1 point, so that means it's equal to 0 okay, and also find m not value of m okay, not the range of m Okay, let's see this question Okay, we have this straight line and then this circle. We substitute okay, we substitute this y into here and here. Okay, x square plus y square. Y square y is 2x minus 2 square, and then minus 10x minus 6y, and then plus m equals 0. Okay. Okay, then we expand it so x squared and then 2x minus 2 times 2x minus 2 so we can get 4x squared minus xy plus 4 minus 10x minus 12x plus 12 plus m equal to 0. Okay, so x squared term is 5x squared. And then for the x term, so x term here, x term here, x term here. Okay, so it is negative 30x. Okay, negative 30x. Okay, and then for the constant term, now m is a constant, so 4 plus 12, 16 plus m. Okay. Okay, this is quadratic but they are unknown okay, for the constant. Okay, we know it intercepts okay, the circle, so we use delta so delta greater than or equal to 0 so delta is b squared minus 4 times a times c okay, it is greater than or equal to 0. Okay, so 30 squared, so it's 900 okay, and then this one is 20 this one is 20, so 20 times this one 20 times 16, so it is 320, and then next 20 times m, so negative 20m greater than or equal to 0. Okay, now it's inequality okay, so negative 20m okay, put unknown on left hand side, okay, the true value on right hand side, so 900 minus 330 320 okay, now it is 580, so move to right hand side become negative 580. Okay, then we divide okay, we divide, so negative 580 divided by negative 20. We divide by a negative number, so it switch direction okay, so finally m is less than 29.